In the white, Petrino, end over end, 5 yards deep in the end zone. This will be a touchback, 1st and 10 for Howard from its own 25.
Quentin Williams needs to find him early if they want to try to control the pace of this game.
3rd and 15, Hunter takes it. Hunter spun around and dropped. Ruben Hippolyte made the stop, the middle backer for the Maryland Terrapins. Tarheeb Still is back to receive this punt from Dylan West. West hits a low liner that starts to knuckle. Still dropped the football. He pounces down on it.
This short yardage, 3rd down distance where you could run it here or you can go pass.
3rd and 2. Breaking loose. Fleet Davis inside the Howard 40. 1st down yardage. The Terps are on the move.
Tayon Fleet Davis to run the football well tonight, right? This is a team that loves the deep pass. They want the explosive plays in the pass game. If number 8 gets his carries.
17 yards on that dash. Tungavailoa gets it out there for Dante Demas. Demas makes 2 men miss. Demas launching himself. He's knocked down at the 21-yard line. 3rd ever meeting between these two schools, just 7 miles apart. Tungavailoa over the middle. Touchdown, Demas! Dante Demas. Be careful when he's on the field. Usually good things will happen. This one, an 11-yard TD strike.
They can try to keep their offense on the field and put some drives together.
They were 1 for 11 on 3rd down against Richmond. Another crossing route. The ball is juggled and ruled incomplete.
This one might be coming back again.
Hunter flexes back with him. Takes the handoff. Got spun around, though, by Okuanu. Tarheeb Still standing near his 40 to return this punt. West, end over end, a short kick. Still runs into traffic and makes the fair catch at the 46 after a 25-yard boot.
You know, in this Maryland offense, he's big, he's strong, he goes, he attacks the ball, he's got great body control.
Tayon Fleet Davis.
Would be, and these past 2 weeks, Tayon Fleet Davis is starting to really establish himself as the guy.
Tungavailoa, safety valve there, Rakim Jarrett. Jarrett dances and hurdles his way inside the 25.
Our defense right now, even a lot of soft coverage here by these corners, giving up those throws in the front.
Fleet Davis outside. Fleet Davis sprinting towards the pylon, diving there. Touchdown is the call.
This is a great job by Tayon Fleet Davis, really stretching to try to get that touchdown. Does he stay in, Joe? We'll get a better look at it here at this angle. That's close, Joe. To me, it looks like he's in.
A phenomenal effort by Tayon Fleet Davis. Bumped there at the last instant by Jalen Smith. 3rd down and 6.
Knowing Maryland pressures on 3rd down here, I would look to get Quentin Williams outside the pocket.
A.J. Boyd in motion. Screen set up. It's going nowhere. Wrapping up quickly, Brandon Jennings. Maryland figures to get it again in good field position. A wobbler Still from the 45. Bumps off of a tackler there. Spun around and down.
With that Ohio State defense, but you got to remember, Joe, it's just week 2.
Penny Boone in the backfield now. Big number 13 in red, tripped up by Aaron Mott. Out of the gun, Tungavailoa. Plenty of time. All day. Gets away from pressure. Throws over the middle. That's going to fall incomplete.
Tungavailoa there just tries to depend on his arm too much and can't get away with it.
Colton Spangler, left-footed punter to A.J. Boyd, takes it on the run. Boyd gets tripped up across his own 30. Howard 0 for 3, third down conversion so far. Williams gets pressure, flushed out, floats it down the sideline. That pass complete to A.J. Boyd, deep into Maryland territory.
Well, this is just a great job by Quentin Williams. He's so good outside the pocket. That's what I was talking about earlier.
From the shotgun on 3rd and 10. Takes the snap from Johnson. Fires high. Again overhead of Nahshon Hezekiah. kick on the way. A low liner. Not enough juice. Tagovailoa out of the pistol. Ugh. A handoff. No running room at all. The interior of the Howard defensive line.
I think his feet are quicker. I think he just looks stronger. And Dan Enos has done a great job.
Tagovailoa steps up, fires the deep ball. Jump ball there, and it's caught. Dante Demas. You could feel it too.
You know, this
former
is
quarterback.
This is trust right here. Knowing its highest point and making a play. This guy is impressive.
Shovel it to Penny Boone. Boone lowers the shoulder, pounding inside of Howard territory.
Throughout the offseason, he's a big, strong guy, and he runs very hard.
Rumbled for 15 there. Gets it again, steps inside, leaping over a tackler inside the Howard 10.
They have to finish drives when you get down here in the red zone.
Tagovailoa, corner of the end zone. Diving effort. Touchdown!
Lean left, a quick jet motion fake. He's got Deion Harry right in his face, but notice how he stood in there, delivered the ball accurately. Look at that pressure in his face. He's still staring down the field. I mean, he does such a good job of spreading the football around.
Okonkwo's second touchdown in as many games. Trouble here. Andre Lindsey is in at quarterback. He's wrapped up and dropped. Okuanu, among many, had a 64-yard TD grab against Richmond last weekend in a losing effort. Williams dumps this one on a crossing route underneath. Hawthorne there. Cartwheel down to the deck by Tarheeb Still. Jayshon Jones has his heels on the Maryland 45. Nose down. This is an end-over-end spinner. Jones takes it from the 33. Jayshon Jones, electrifying move there. Jones doubled back, though, right into traffic, and he's brought down. And then get back to neutral. That was the mantra throughout the facility. Then we were talking to the coaches. Fleet Davis hammers his way inside of Howard territory. Carson Hinton.
Wow, yeah, really taking over this game right now, and a great block there by Mason Lunsford.
Jones and Jarrett top of the screen. Demas at the bottom. Tagovailoa with pressure coming. That pass is incomplete. Intended for Demas. Expected to be out for a while. Bison deep in their own territory. Conservative calls here. Again, Hunter. Quinton Williams facing a 3rd and 9. From his end zone. Lobs this one downfield, and it's over the head of his intended target, Jacoby Thomas.
Lee Hall talked about that. He talked about that's one of the points that they've tried to make to this team. They need to execute better on 3rd down.
Still from the 39. Still stretching his legs down the sideline. Just tripped up at the last instant by Aaron Walker.
Tarheeb Still has been to this team. Fantastic defensive player. And now you add this to his resume to be able to create and get up the field and all.
The handoff. This is a sprint to the end zone. Touchdown for Kobe McDonald.
For this Maryland offense. And what you can't see on the screen is the job Dante Demas does on the outside, just running the cornerback away on double moves like that. And fortunately for Maryland, Quinton Williams just misses it.
Williams comes down the line on the option, makes the pitch, and that's well read. They are very comfortable with his versatility, and he brought down Bedell.
That's one of those things that defenses does very well is they rally to the football. Everybody flocks. Place a little bit of emphasis on the penalties and the pre-snap penalties.
3rd down and a whole bunch. Sack! Williams snapped down to the turf by Anthony Booker.
Yeah, this front 7 for Maryland is doing a fantastic job tonight. And
just now, halfway through the second quarter, and then some. Fair catch called and made by Jayshon Jones as he goes spiraling away from the pack. In plus territory, out of the pistol. Tagovailoa wide open for Deichus. Deichus tiptoes along that sideline, angled out of bounds by Jalen Smith. Spot.
Yeah, former wide receiver right there, lowering the shoulder. a little bit. They move him in to the tight ends.
Jay-Sean Jones, top of the screen. Tagovailoa sets it out there. Rakim Jarrett driving deeper into Howard territory. First and goal. Jarrett in motion. Penny boom. Swallowed up by the interior of the Howard defense. In this second and goal situation. Boone diving to the end zone. Touchdown. Penny Boone, the latest to strike.
The line of scrimmage right now in the run game, and when you get back down there in the red zone, there's no need to change the recipe. About Bennett, about how he's a consistent player for them. He's not flashy, but he's going to make plays for you.
And he does the job the way they want him to. On the delay here, the handoff. Hunter knocked down. Time ticking away, just over 3 minutes with which to work in the opening half. West's punt knuckles. Jay-Sean Jones juggles it, reels it in, and then gets spun around and dropped. Things to cheer on the Maryland side. Fa'amatau now in the backfield with Tagovailoa. Pitch and catch to Jay-Sean Jones. Jones stays upright, then gets finished off there by Sadiq Salau.
Especially when he gets the ball early in his hands like we just saw there.
Tagovailoa on target for Jones. Jay-Sean Jones gets the first down. He's wrapped by Kenny Gallup and Carson Hinton, sort of. Tagovailoa out of the gun. Protection breaking down, and he's swallowed up. The sack. Jevin.
And that is his strength right there. Jevin Jackson, they want him to pass rush and attack the quarterback. This is something that they did earlier in the game. Look at the stunts. Defensive line crashes.
This one from 45. The snap was high. The kick on the way. And no good. Third down and long. Williams puts some air under this one, and it's just over the hands of the outstretched Matthew McConnell. No trouble making that pickoff for a second consecutive game. Taulia Tagovailoa puts the pass on target for Dyches into Howard territory. For Tagovailoa, the handoff. Fa'amatau wrapped up by Walker, finished off there. Last call of the opening half. Tagovailoa heaves it downfield, spinning Demas. He's got him. Dante Demas bumped out of bounds by Rodney Denard.
There's 10 seconds left. How do you let a guy like Dante Demas Jr. get upfield like that?
A 38-yard attempt for Petrino. Kick on the way. And good. At the final horn.
That's a Sadie drives. Can you stay on the field and move the chains?
Tagovailoa sends it out there. Breaking loose Dante Demas. High stepping into Howard territory. Brought down.
He's good in the pass game, and he's good in the run game.
3rd and 6. Tagovailoa throws. Looking for that conversion there for Dejan McDougal.
That's a great thing to have.
4th and 2. Tagovailoa over the middle. Wide open. And this is going to be a cakewalk to the end zone. No trouble at all.
Mike Loxley and Dan Enos to go forward on 4th down, and he just beats Cooper too easy on the inside. And Marcus Brown getting a big hit there on Talia, but the ability to create separation by Rakim Jarrett. And that was a nice play and a nice job protecting him.
Williams sends Carter in motion, throws this one on the slant, puts it right on the button too, and that's complete. On 2nd down and long. Williams, protection breaking down. He'll sprint away. Got a lot of open space in the Maryland territory, then jogs out of bounds. The offensive line for the Bison trying to keep Williams clean here. Off the edge comes Okuwanu. That little shovel pass will fall incomplete. Top of the hour time. Joe Beninati, Matt McGloin, Crystal Rich with you tonight from Maryland Stadium as McDonald takes that one.
Of a thrower he is with the football, how accurate, how his timing is good.
The description was smart, tough, and reliable. There he finds Jay-Sean Jones, who bounces off of a tackler. Rival Hampton in the inaugural Truth and Service Classic.
We're talking about an accurate throw right there. Puts it on his outside shoulder. Jay-Sean Jones is able to spin. Mental reps are certainly important, right? But there's no mimicking what these guys are doing right now.
On the pop pass, taking it around the edge and working inside of the 25-yard line. Called by Dan Enos as a Swiss Army knife, a guy who can do it all for you.
You're right. He's one of those guys. He can play all the wide receiver spots. He just happens to be behind guys like Jarrett and Jones and Davis.
Udinski fires complete. Carrier is going to walk into the end zone. Carlos Carrier on the touchdown. Williams sets his feet, skips up, climbs up in the pocket, throws. It's incomplete. He was looking for Ilaraza. Levante Gator was running in coverage. So many different coordinators.
Illegal block in the back. Number 37, receiving team. 10-yard penalty. It's 1st and 10.
Just under 6 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Reese Udinski's come on for Taulia Tungavailoa. Fa'amatau gets outside. Jalen Fa'amatau. Facing a 2nd and 6. Late in the play clock. Udinski hands it off. Fa'amatau breaking tackles. Fa'amatau to the Howard 35. Robert Jones will get credit as we send you to Crystal Rich with more on the attire for the Maryland Terps tonight. Driving for another score here with Hemby around the end. Hemby spun around and dropped in the process by Terrence Holland.
Guys who they're high on, but just don't have a ton of experience.
Udinski for McDougal. They collapse quickly and pounce on him.
The team effort here. Jalen Duncan had a great night. Fleet Davis. Nick Cross, guys on the defensive side of the ball, really showed out and played well from him.
3rd down and 1. Hollingsworth to throw his first pass, and it's incomplete. In and out of the hands of the tight end Thomas V. Paramedics, first responders. As we get you back to football action with just over 12 minutes to go in the fourth of a very one-sided game. And the Terps last year, they only played 5 games. They were hit very hard by COVID. Reese Udinski puts it in the belly of Littleton. He's undercut there by Nassim Cooper. As we send you to Dave Revson in Chicago for a T-Mobile studio update.
Right track here, and it's year 3 for Mike Loxley, but he says he thinks it's year 1.5 for him. Obviously, with how difficult of a year 2020 is, or 2020 was, and I mean, look, obviously it's going to be run heavy at this point. I don't think they showed much tonight to begin with as an offense, even when their ones weren't. It was a few big shots down the field. They ran the ball well. To have a new weight room, new locker room, new coaching offices, and new meeting rooms.
I wanted to rent Loxley's office. I mean, he could have a party of 60.
One another and be able to help each other along the way.
Najarian got that experience on Big Ten Network, in fact. The game against Rutgers late in the campaign. For a Maryland team that has trampled into the end zone time after time. Hemby follows suit. Another score on the board.
You have everybody in that running back room getting a chance to score tonight, and, Roman Hemby.
Deshaun Simon in motion. The handoff to Robert Morgan. Morgan gets outside for a nice gainer. Driven hard out of bounds there. That game to be played at Audi Field in D.C. Hollingsworth keeps it, cuts it back and into Maryland territory where he's brought down. Hollingsworth, pitch and catch there and a hard hit delivered.
Those big yards after a catch.
Staying on the ground, bounding free, Morgan brings it ahead. As the time expires, Coach Loxley heads over to shake hands with good friend Larry Scott. A one-sided win for the Terps by the final of 62-0.